This episode of the Jaking Off Show is brought to you by Fnxfitness and OG Shenrons Vintage Clothing. More on that later. Let's start the motherfucking show. Welcome back. I didn't die. I am fine. Thank you very much. Last episode, I brought up burnout, and yes, we all go through that sometimes. It's been a very busy week and a half for me. See, now I am fully into the workload now, and I only work nights, so I sleep all day. In fact, we're recording this in the middle of the night after work. My sleep cycle is completely fucked. I'm very serious. But not today or yesterday rather. I had to get up. I had to get up early to go to work at noon. So I got up at 10, and then got out of bed at like 10:45 because I was like, oh fuck this. But it had to be done, and it had to happen. I'm fresh off work right now. So what happens a lot to me is that I would get home late after a long night of slinging food and sweating and smelling like a grease fire and all that. I work in a kitchen, by the way, if you didn't notice by now. Or if you didn't know by now, whatever. If this is your first time listening, I'll fill you in. But yeah, when you work, all night, you're on your feet all night, and yes, you get tired, but not sleepy. You follow? So I would either be talking to myself in my head, or trying to go to sleep, or I can talk to myself, to you guys, whoever cares to listen. And it's better that way. So that way I can knock out faster and go to bed right at the ass crack of dawn. You see, I've been waking up past noon, and I have a joke about waking up past noon where my brain goes, well, I guess we're going to be sad the whole day then. And that didn't happen because I was busy, occupied with other tasks. See, if I keep busy, I don't get sad. And that's a good thing and a bad thing, I suppose. What's making you sad? We'll get to that. So this is, I have to hold myself accountable for something. And that is, and I've said that I would stop drinking. When I talked to Justin Keithley, I said that we got to weigh off the monsters because that triggers the IBS, and that's not good. I had another coworker, I had two coworkers recommend that I change my diet. And it's the Monster Energy drink. It's the Mongoloid juice. It is the hyperactive ADHD person that just got out of rehab, smoking a cigarette, and goes, hey, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. There's a future here. We can make this work. It's not easy quitting. I could be addicted to worse things. This is empty, by the way. But off screen is an organized mess of Monster cans that... Once it becomes fuck shit life, once it starts taking over, then we gotta do something. You see, the last thing I want to do is cook and clean after cooking and cleaning. You get it. But I have to hold myself accountable now. I have to stop drinking these fucking Monster Energy drinks. I got hooked on these. Probably my junior year of high school. I was under the impression that it would give me extra juice. You see, I didn't like coffee yet. I also didn't have the problems that I have now. And ever since about junior year of high school, I drank one every day. This stuff is gonna fucking kill me. I've said that before. I've got to change my diet. I have to find another way to, wake up in the morning. But here's the thing. Here's where it starts becoming a problem. I would drink one, and I'd go back to bed. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing? We're losing our hair, is what we're doing. We're losing our hair. We're getting stressed out. There was years of alcohol abuse that combined with Monsters. You ever mix Jack Daniels and Monster? Don't. It's kind of like a crackhead's version of Four Loko, which is already Four Loko at base level. Super crackhead. Now, see, there are motherfuckers around this part of the country that love drinking the Monster energy drink. Sometimes it's Red Bull, sometimes it's Rain, sometimes it's Venom, sometimes it's Rockstar, or sometimes it's some fucking boohickey shit. I don't know. Old Glory? I don't know. I don't know if that's a beer. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't look into the culture here too much. I was already shocked by the abundant country music and people that sip the QAnon tea. But, I gotta stop doing it. And I must hold myself accountable. See, if you guys follow me on social media, I'll post something soon after I record this, is that I'll take a picture of a Monster and I'll tell a little story about how I'm going to hold myself accountable, is that I need, probably a push from more individuals to tell me to stop, encouragement, things like that, because that helps, right? But I got to stop doing it. And I got to admit when I fuck it up. See, I already fucked up. At the end of work, you get a shift drink. And I don't drink alcohol. I haven't for 4 years. That I am proud of. But, my shift drink is these drinks, these monsters, these horrible beasts that have probably slowly been eating away at my insides, getting the problems that I have. And it must stop. I'm 30 years old. It's all downhill from here. Let's slow the brakes a little bit. Let's just pump the brakes before it all goes to hell. I don't feel old. 30's not that old. It's really not. But being around younger people that, because when I was in my 20s, people were like, oh, you're just a baby. And now that whole, baby thing is not happening anymore. I get called sir now. I have been for a couple of years, but as long as I don't hatfish and, keep the scraggly beard, gotta have a shave. It's been a while. Or, oh no, I can't because I'm doing a Bible shoot in a couple of weeks and I gotta look like a hot mess. But we'll get to that. Excuse me. Ooh, wow. Did you catch that? Oh, jeez. Fucking Monsters again. I'm telling you, it's making me burpy, it makes me bloaty, it causes all these fucking problems, and it needs to fucking end. It stops tonight. What is it? It's May 20... Now it's May 21st, as of this recording. So as of May 21st, 2021, I, Jake Bassey, will stop drinking Monster energy drinks, and let's see how far we can go. We'll even put a little dink thing, title, numbers on the screen each episode after that, or every day after that. Days without a Monster. Let's keep it going, because right now it is day 0. It has been 0 days without a Monster. Oh, wait, but it's just after midnight. The day technically started. No! There's a Monster in the fridge right now. It's in the fridge. And I'm going to drink it. And it will be the last one. It will be the very last one. And I'll record it and I'll make it special. Because we can do that. The last time I consumed alcohol was at a Slayer concert. So I wanted to stop before that, but I was going to make sure that my last time drinking would be a good time. And it was a Slayer concert. That is, and my best buddy was there with me. That day sticks in my mind. And, it was one of the best concerts I've had in my life. It was Behemoth Lamb of God, who opened with Laid to Rest, by the way. Holy shit. I was too tired to finish the whole Slayer concert. It was a great time, but those times are no more. I could still go to a concert and be sober and shit. I could do that, but just the vibe, the feeling of being slightly inebriated and enjoying death metal. It's a good time for me, and I wish that it would be a good time for you too. Metal is often known as an aggressive genre of music, but it keeps me sane. It keeps me from killing everyone around me and myself, and it's very therapeutic. Who knew? Who knew that Corpse Grinder's vocal stylings? I cut off their eyelids and make them see that. Who knew that such soothing sounds would bring peace to my spirit? Who knew? Hasn't changed. I've been wearing the same thing since like I was 15. I mean, this isn't a band shirt, but it does say Hail Sagan on it. It's not a band shirt, but 90% of my wardrobe is band shirts and jeans. It's been that way for a long time. Throw in the flannel shirt in the winter or the jacket or whatever. It's been the same way. Hasn't changed. I have not changed stylistically, except I wear hats now because I'm losing my hair. Haven't changed that much in a long time. But then again, at the same time, I've changed a lot. You see, I've come to the realization that relationships aren't a thing in my life. What's the other word? It starts with an A. Oh, but acquaintances. Acquaintances. We'll go there. Co-workers. That's cool. We'll hang out sometimes. We ain't going to be doing much, though. Because you see, if we're going to be hanging out anywhere, it's going to be at a comedy club. And it's going to be here at home or whatever. It's like, yeah, you want to watch me write for 4.5 hours? Cool. Yeah. Oh, you want to go somewhere? With the IBS? It ain't happening. I'd love to go outside and have a picnic. Nowhere near a bathroom. I'd love to go rock climbing. Again, where's the bathroom? I can't be comfortable in any situation if I don't know where the bathroom is or if there is none nearby. Fishing with my cousins, that's a different story. They know my problem. They can live with it. We have the 2-door system. You see, you open the passenger doors on the right side, and you get yourself in between, and you have yourself a little shit cubicle. You have a shit cubicle, and you do your business, and you can only see in front of you. And I am. It's embarrassing, but my cousin knows my issues, and I know hers, and we love each other, and we support each other, and we hate each other the least. The poor girl got fucking COVID, so I can't see her for another, probably by the end of next week. So she has to quarantine. How ironic is it that and this was like the week that the mask mandate ended. My cousin gets COVID. The week the mask mandate. And thing is, she goes out and she wears her mask and all that stuff. She does all that. Oh, you know what? No, she caught it from my fucking niece. But they don't go anywhere. So I don't know what happened, but it's not, they're not in the hospital or anything like that, thank the gods. But they got the Rona, and they're fine. They're fine. Just some sniffles, headache, lack of taste. She said everything tastes like air. Now, I was a little under the weather. 'Cause I don't know. I guess I have allergies now. This humid air and the fucking pollen floating around was just like fucking up my sinuses, and I'm like, oh god, I'm dying. And I was just a little groggy, and for a good minute I was like, oh shit, do I have it? I fucking have it. Oh no, because I think I got this bug in January from hooking up with that fat girl. In January, not the other fat one. They've all been fat. I'll harpoon a whale. I don't give a fuck. But that's besides the point. Doesn't matter. Pussy's pussy. I thought I got sick in January. I thought I had it, and I was just on death's door for a week. And it could have been that. Because I didn't get tested or nothing because I'm like, I can't go anywhere. It's too cold. It was like -5 degrees every day for like a week. Ugh, good God. Was not ready for that. Um, but I beat it. If I had it, I wouldn't know. But I'm just a little groggy and I'm coming out of it and I'm fine. It's, I can taste because I'll have like flavored water. That's usually the trick, and that's how I would know if it just tastes like air. Then I know, and I gotta let everybody know that I've been around and be responsible. But I don't know. So far, so good. I think it's just sinuses because of the fucking pollen in the air. Never been an issue, but I guess it is now. Um, People get like seasonal allergies and stuff, and my body's changing again. So people develop allergies later. People develop stress in their gastrointestinal area later, and they shit a lot. Don't know if I've talked about that enough, but plowing ahead. Speaking of work. If you don't know by now, I've outed the secret. I work at a comedy club now, and I'm guaranteed to go up Wednesday nights for their open mic. Now, I have some game tape on Patreon. If you subscribe for $1 a month, you can watch that stand up. Now, if you're familiar with my jokes or what I've been posting up, the game tape that I've been posting up recently these past couple of months, it's been a rotation of the same 3 sets. And sometimes a new joke is added in there just to see if it works. But I rotate like 3 5-minute sets. So I've got like a solid 15 minutes. Now, there's 5 more that are additional for like topical stuff because I've been writing more, but I haven't been recording the rants more. Those are just more like aimless ranting. I don't know. I'm not really a rant comic per se, but I can go on like short ones, and there's 5 minutes depending on what's going on in the last couple of weeks or, things that just bother me in general recently, like just recent stuff. Life experience gives you material. And, so I would say that I've got 20 minutes if I put it all together. But I've only been able to practice these bits in 4 to 5 minute pieces. And there is a headliner set that's way back, and that's not even good. I looked back at that tape. I'm like, okay, cut this, cut that, add that. That was good. But I'm always editing. I'm always looking at my stuff. I don't like looking at myself, but I need it. And I write things down specifically like you need to say it like that and say it this way in that order. And I'm getting better at condensing my smaller sets. Recently, I recorded a set that went over really fucking well. I crushed it. Oh, that's always a good feeling. But it's never a good feeling to bomb. And, luckily, I think it means that there's a bomb coming. I think the next time I go up, I've sacrificed the amount of times that I go up because I've been working Thursday through Sunday at night. So I haven't had the opportunity to hit Kendall's. I haven't had the opportunity to hit. I could hit Othello's on a Tuesday, but man, I needed my rest this week, dude. I needed my rest. I had been working the past couple of Tuesdays, and I've been hearing that Othello's is not the greatest open mic ever. It's just a bunch of comedians waiting their turn. But I'll host the show. I'll do it because hosting it that's another deal. But that'll have to be planned ahead in advance because if I request a night off, if I book something, it's got to be well in advance. But I don't count on it because fuck, man, I don't sell tickets, man. I don't think there's a lot of the other comics in question, that book me. Or that I know who books what, and I'm probably nothing special. They've gone through a wall of people that are hungry, but I don't ask. Maybe that's my problem. See, I don't feel like I should because I feel like I need to deserve it. I know who books what. I could bug them, but I don't. I'm just, being in the good graces of everyone that in question. and maybe I'll be asked. And I have been asked before, and that's super cool, but it doesn't happen all the time. And they know what I'm about now. They know what I do and all that stuff. But the acting gigs have been cool. I booked another Bible thing. Same guys. I did a couple of gigs in the fall for like a short film adaptation of like some section of the Bible. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the story. The guy dies at the end and comes back. No, I'm kidding. But there's like all this stuff in the middle. There's like the book of Judges. There's Israelites. There's Canaanites. Look, I really don't know. Fill me in, somebody. That's the devil getting out. I'm a pagan bastard son who is not baptized. This is the kind of stuff that doesn't rub me the wrong way, but because of who I am, I feel like I'm going to fuck up the energy just by existing in that space. Because what these guys do is that they film stuff and it's cool and there's acting and woo, fun shit. But it's weird because they do like a prayer thing before they start the shooting, the filming and all that. And I politely decline, just because I'm good. I'll just be the emotional instrument and like be in my element, because the last time I was there, I had to I got to like swing around a sword and like be angry and stuff, and that was really fun. Don't know if I've seen that footage yet. I'll have to ask them. But that was really fun, but I had to like go somewhere dark and brooding to get to that place, and that's not easy per se. But it requires a lot of energy to get all that out, and God, have I been slouching. Whew. That's not good. I gotta fix that. Another habit to break. Cut the slouching. But yeah, the Bible stuff, it's cool. That they must like me. They want me back. Awesome. I just don't do the. Wasn't brought up in a religious fashion at all. My mother was a recovering Catholic. She kind of tried it a little bit, but it was like gave up too quick. But if something bad happens, she'll be like, "Y'all need Jesus." But no, I got my wits about me. Not saying I don't need Jesus. It's not like that. I'm just, I'd rather focus on myself. Sorry, I'm being selfish. I don't know. Religion's not my thing. It's complicated. I don't like to, I'd rather talk about it with someone else and not by myself. Unless someone would like to join me. Oh no, I want guests, but there's too much fuck shit life right now before someone else comes on. Fuck shit life, man. I escaped that, and now it's like crawling back. I'm like, okay, because the last thing I want to do is cook and clean. The last thing, but it's just like the fucking dirty, not the dirty clothes, but just the unfolded clothes are just piling up on the couch, and it's not good. And I gotta work on that. Messy place, messy mind. That's what happens. But thing is, I thought I was gonna lose my shit today. And I didn't, so I've changed in a positive way. I've learned not to be so visibly angry. I don't know, maybe it's just developing a tougher skin. Maybe it's just going into work that it's fucked and that, it's never going to get better. See, what happened was a good old-fashioned case of Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law is when anything that could possibly go wrong will go wrong, and it did. And we'll get to that just after a brief word from our sponsors, aka a smoke break. This episode of the Jaking Off Show is brought to you by Fnxfit, or as I like to call them, F&X. Woo! You see, the X makes it look a whole lot cooler. Fnxfit provides health and wellness supplements to promote a healthy lifestyle. Now, I actually use this stuff. I wouldn't be sponsored by a company whose products I don't actually use. So I use the Immune Complex supplements. It has elderberry and zinc to help boost your immune system, because that's the second most important weapon we can use in these times. Masks, vaccines, I mean, yeah, sure, go ahead, do that. I'm all for it. But having a healthy lifestyle is also very important. You may have noticed that people are more susceptible to being in the hospital from this virus if they're fat, obese, or full of sugar. Now, I'm not punching down on the fat people here, but look, if you want to stay healthy, these products are really good for you. Not only do I use the immune complex, I also use the turmeric gummies to help with inflammation because I have problems with inflammation in the gut area, and that helps me keep that down. I also use their Super Greens product. It's got wheat, barley, alfalfa grass, all types of good grass, the good grass to help keep everything in check. And if you don't get enough vegetables in your diet or you can't handle the fiber like me, you get the super greens, right? I have the strawberry dragon fruit. That's really good stuff. Then they've got other stuff. They've got chocolate and vanilla, peanut butter, unicorn flavor. I don't know what that is, but they have it. And it's really good stuff. It helps promote a healthy lifestyle. And if you use the promo code JAKEOFF in the description below, you'll get 15% off of any order. And make sure you use that promo code because that'll help out the podcast and it'll help you guys out too. Make sure to click the link below, use promo code JAKEOFF, and tell them that the Jaking Off Show sent you. This episode is also sponsored by OG Shenrons Vintage Clothing. Go to depop.com in the link below and check out vintage clothing from every era. The 60s, the 70s, whatever this guy can get his paws on. You'll find rare and unique items such as rare tie-dye shirts designed by very incredible artists. I can't even tell you how fucking good these guys are. They're great. You'll also find tour shirts from the 80s from your favorite band. You might find 90s t-shirts that you won't find anywhere else. There's a Space Jam shirt that I think was already sold, but there's unique and very cool finds that you'll find at this digital thrift store. Just go to depop.com/OG and you'll never know what you'll find. You might find something truly off the tees. Okay, so here is the Murphy's Law situation of today. And I gotta make this quick because my camera's actually low on battery. I forgot to charge it, so I'll have to get this out of the way as soon as possible. Unless you want it to be longer and have a section of it be audio only. I don't know. I don't look at the analytics. I'm sure they're low, but they're I don't want it to discourage me. Anyway, and I came into work at noon yesterday, and see the couple of days before was my boss was like, hey, who wants to come in at 12 and make the place look nice and shiny for the first night of the show for the guy that's in town. And nobody said shit. And I was like, I'm down. Let's do it. So I agree, thinking maybe a couple of people would want to do it or should do it. I don't know. Nobody specifically. I don't know. I guess it's like volunteer stuff, but you're clocking in early and you get more money and stuff. But that's kind of why I need the money. So I come in and I'm assuming like, okay, we got to do the whole showroom. There's inventory and then there's prep and yada, yada, yada. There was only not very many people there. So clean up, sprucing up took long, and then putting the shit away took long. And I thought I would have extra time to prep, and I did not. See, I need to just assume that it's all fucked from the get-go. Now, it is negative thinking. A guy was like, man, why do you gotta be so negative? This is the security guy. He's like, man, brother, why do you gotta be so negative? You have to have a more positive outlook on life. Come on, man. You always think like, oh, there could be 100 people and you think it's fucked. Why, man? Come on, be positive. Brother, this guy is like a real like Hulk Hogan, like mix of Hulk Hogan and fucking Alex Jones. He's hilarious. If you guys know, you know who I'm talking about. He's super chill dude. But I'm just like, dude, I'm a theater kid. I can't, have a positive outlook on life, dude. We say break a leg to each other. So me just coming in with the mindset that it's already fucked is already like, all right, we'll survive. And here I am. But, I didn't get extra time to prep, and it was a sold-out show. and third cook didn't show up, and tickets got mixed up, and more shit that just piled up and going wrong. But nobody lost their shit. It all happened, and now I know better to not depend on people. Just assume that nobody's gonna do their fucking job right. Nobody in particular. You know, just when you're short-handed a cook for a sold-out show, kind of makes things hard. You know, shit goes wrong, and you ran out of meat too quick because it was just, you know, the snowball effect of just shit going wrong. But we made it. We made it. This isn't going to be this wasn't the first time that this has happened, and it won't be the last. You know, I'm gonna be better about that. But given that I kind of feel like that I'm the only team player now, and where it's kind of just like my my old job, where I just like go, oh, I guess people don't, you know, have a good clothes or whatever the fuck. It's, you know, now I'm just going to accept the reality that this is never going to end. And there's, you know, I've talked to a guy he was like, hey man, some of these people, you know, they don't want this job to be their future and yada. Yeah, it's a kitchen, it's a restaurant. I get it, you know. I totally get the feeling of the burnout and like, man, I've been here too long. Man, fuck this place. Yeah, but I mean, I have an ulterior goal in mind here. And I guess that's why I want to, you know, be on the radar for the right people and all that stuff. But, you know, these other guys aren't comics, so I have a different type of drive, you know. If this wasn't a comedy club, I honestly probably wouldn't give much of a fuck either. But that's not the point. The point is, if you do good work and you put good work into your job, even if you hate it, it just makes things easier. You know, I had the same job for 5 years, and maybe I'll have this job for a couple of years. I do like it, tolerate it, love, hate it. At some points, but you know, and the people are, for the most part, are tolerable. Some people are cool, some people are whatever, I don't know you, we don't have time to really talk, and some people are chill as fuck, like, hey, you smoke weed, okay, cool. You know, it's work, and some people just don't care because they got other shit going on. I understand that. I don't have a future. So I trudgingly pursue this thing, and I'm going to live minimally, save my money in case something else goes wrong. Because Murphy's Law, right? Murphy's Law. Man, before I wrap this up, because I was convinced for the longest time that, because my mom's last name is Murphy, that I thought Murphy's Law was just her fucking, the law she made up to tell me, like, shit goes wrong, man. It goes wrong, and you need to be ready for it. It's doomsday. My mother's a doomsday prepper. I'm kidding. Anyway, that's been the Jaking Off show. I'll try to see you next week. Oh, and by the way, I did an episode of Igloo Radio. That is my friend John McMillan's podcast. When that comes out, whenever it comes out, I'll post that up on my social media because I spent a lot of time with him hanging out, talking about comedy. You know, just the game in general, music, and fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene in the mouth. Yeah, so that was the Jaking Off show. The Igloo Radio episode that I'm featured on is going to come out whenever it comes out. I don't know if I'm in the rotation or not. We'll see. But thank you guys for coming along, and my camera is dead. All right.